your what the question is? So, Shiner?
Oh, you're asking if I have any questions?
Yeah, it's the first. Maybe I'd like to ask what kind of question all of you have, and maybe one by one I can answer.
I'm just going to be really just enjoying anything that you teach because for me, I do Chinese brush painting, but manga is not something I'm totally familiar with other than looking at it and reading it. But in terms of drawing, anything that I learn today will be wonderful.
Okay, it's very small. This. Okay, so Amber,
Yes.
Amber, are you there? So let's say what the question is. If you put one.
Oh, I'm trying to think. I know you mentioned that we could do comic studio.
Yeah.
And then if we have time, maybe working on a pose, like somebody's like a different pose, maybe. So.
Sorry, my cat said something nasty.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so it's kind of pose.
Yes.
Why does it say 待ってね here? Yeah, so okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Can I ask if you have any specific question? Sorry, my kitty.
Well, my only question is about composition.
What?
Page layout. My only questions are about composition and page layout.
Oh, page layout?
Server. Yes.
You mean a storyboard of a server, something like that. Okay. ごめんね. Right. So let me.
And server. Listening.
So did you try?
Actually.
Did you try by yourself? I mean, make storyboard or draw manga?
No, I did comics before. I'm currently doing as a hobby, but I tend to repeat myself and getting boring about. My pages are not that interesting. And I'm trying to figure it out if they can be better with if I understand a little bit of composition and page layout.
Sorry, page layout. So maybe. Right. So. Okay, it's later. I just wondering. So you have experienced. I mean, you try to make storyboard or some. You make a comic or manga because I think the comic and the manga is a bit different.
No, I tried to apply a little bit of both, but essentially I'm drawing pages with a manga-like look. I'm currently doing trying to do the realistic approach, but trying to bring out a little bit of everything to my pages.
Original, no. Okay. So, right, for instance, we can start from Amber. So you said, sorry. Amber, you said a pose.
Oh, yeah.
What I exactly mean that the pose, sorry, it's kind of
The pose I was trying to draw is like somebody lying on a sofa reading a book, but I can't. It always looks weird when I draw it.
It's kind of, I think that I usually said when you draw pose, I'm not sure. Can you see this clearly? For instance, this is a manga studio.
Yeah.
Studio paper. So for instance, let's see with grid, and this line is a sort of basic line.
Uh-huh.
I mean, when you draw character, anytime you need something like this straight line,
Uh-huh.
because there is ground. So
Oh.
whatever, if always you need to think about this. Sorry, it's camera. Like, this. For instance, this one is camera from above.
Uh-huh.
This is a ground. Or this one. I mean, this one is camera from underneath. So I mean, for instance, here is a foot
Oh.
on the character. So sorry, not good. This character standing on something like this part, so camera from here, but still this is this line is necessary because they are showing the character is standing on right space. I mean, so for instance here in this case, oh sorry, foot is here. So sorry, it's my mistake. Standing this, but if you may if you ignore this line or a little bit make
Oh.
wrong line, so character like this, it is less convincing. It's not like standing,
Yeah.
more like floating. And of course, you can make if you change, I mean this line, but vertically 90 degree, but vertical it could be okay. And or sometimes people do, even if have this line, sorry, still, for instance, this one is not straight, but anyway. So this side is according on this line, but for instance, getting wrong shape way or so basically this line, straight line, then I think I always tell you this perspective. So this idea is really important when you draw character. So all the character is this kind of box inside the box should be, for instance, this one. So here is this sorry, this line. Then it's kind of then something like this. So vanishing line going like this, somewhere around this way, and this way vanishing line. Here is vanishing point. So here is the middle. So here is you can see ground. Then so for instance, if you give some background, so maybe this is a ground line, could be, or building, and you can make here a sky. So for instance, if you give another character here, so it should be, I say, should be stand the same ground. Or can sit down here. But on this, it should be on this ground. So if you draw something, これ特大か。For instance, if it's kind of So this character is not on the same ground. I mean, this one is on this line, and this character on this kind of. So the perspective is different. So it's not convincing.
Okay.
And of course, when you draw some character, you need to always care about this pose. どうしようかな。Does this when you これも So, for instance, in this character, this is some. Is it first concept?
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure. Can you see this screen well?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. So, and here, this is the first one. So, this is a head and neck. Of course, this character look down. So, head should be like cross line, go like this,
Uh-huh.
and neck. And here is neck, collarbone, and shoulder. Here is a socket. So, and stomach. So this So when you draw body, it's kind of not something like this, but each part, this is one part, here is another part, joint by joint, so it's the same from here, and knee, something like this, and then give something, what's this, so, こうですね。Something like this. So, the same hand or whatsoever. So, I think you know the draw each part. So think about bulk. So I was told this circle.
Oh.
But when you draw body, it should be. It's not a paper. Something like. It's kind of have a bulk. So then, of course, this is very plain. but still it has a perspective. So you can see this foot. So when you get used to, you don't need to this kind of line or perspective, but until you get used to, or still even now when I draw something with a 2 or 3 person, I use this kind of line.
Oh, for perspective.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm not sure. So for instance, if this person is here and back of her or here, I don't know, back of this character when I have to draw someone. So I'm not sure the size or when I can start. So in that case, if I give this line, so the start on this dimension. So for instance, if I want to draw here, so okay, so foot should be around here. So according to this perspective, you can see the characters how tall, and this could be convincing or not. Of course, it's very close, the same. For instance, if one this character take hand, in that case, still, when you need to finish his his feet here. I mean, you can draw like this
Oh.
because he is behind her. So this part you can put his leg, his foot here. It should be this area, and of course should be around here, not here. It's too far.
Okay.
And so I think that you can, I say, check always the way you draw body. Draw something dull. see. Not something like this, but draw each part, and of course when you draw hand, there's a palm, some finger, and the other part, and then shoulder and collarbone. So this side, this here, there something give convince. Do you have any question?
I do.
Sorry?
Yeah, I have a question. When it comes to height, how do you still do the 6-head ratio thing?
So, can you repeat?
Yeah, like when you're doing height, how do you make like someone taller yet still doing like the anatomy?
Someone taller, you mean here?
Yeah.
I think she was talking about head sizes, like 6 heads or.
I was talking about when you're doing the 6 heads and there was someone taller and someone shorter. How do you like balance that out?
Balance, I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, when you draw a character, the height is you can choose your choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, so maybe same height because of perspective. So here, this is sort of, I say, ceiling roof, and here is a ground. So the top is here. So if this character is taller than her, so this is roof. So taller than roof or whatever. Of course, you can't draw around here. It's too much, too big or almost giant. But anyway, then if the character is shorter, here is a height, so you can draw around here. Then this isn't what I say. This not some calculation things. It's not this building plan or so. So it's very rough, but still you need to think about the idea of perspective.
Okay.
So yeah. always, what kind of, なんか example あるかな? All the drawings. Vietnam. There is some. So of course this part has this kind of the perspective. So the camera is very from above, sorry, around here, from his back. Then actually this drawing is inaccurate, not right. But the idea, there is some idea of perspective, so that's fine. Or if it was a manga, always you need background, so you need the idea of perspective. Otherwise, as a background and character is not mix well. So here is this perspective line. Something here. This is a vanishing point. Here. So, and this way, something like. So this and this. So she is in this kind of box. Something like this. So this is just only character. So not hard. It might be hard to see the idea of perspective, but still, sorry, this like this. This is kind of idea of perspective. So this circle is not flat. That's really important. Yeah, maybe. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, I figured it out.
do you have wait, do you have any difficulty?
No, yeah, it was...
Specifically, for instance?
Is this one yours, Rosie?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay.
Shush!
Okay.
That's actually funny, Rosie. You said quiet while my dogs were barking.
Oh.
Sorry, my dog was, barking.
Okay.
Yay. Whose comic are we looking at?
Um,
Sorry. So this is my part with the
Oh, this one's yours?
problem. Okay. So we have someone new.
Yes, ma'am.
Water.
My
What?
name is Shannon.
Okay.
I'm Heather.
Okay. So. Hmm?
I didn't say
Someone off, right?
anything. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Nelson, you are not. You are off, right?
Do you, Nelson left.
Nelson off. Okay. So next. Hmm. Okay. So hello, Heather.
Hi.
Hi. So if you have any specific question.
Well, when you're doing a sitting pose, what would like be some good tips?
Good tips for.
Yeah, like when you're doing like mostly like when you're sitting at a desk kind of sitting thing.
ミートアップ素材にはないかな。Not here. So you find any difficulty the exact pose?
Yeah, I have difficulty drawing someone sitting in a desk.
I think you know this way to draw. I mean oval and this close, right?
Yeah.
You draw something like this when you're.
Yeah, I draw them in a mannequin format. Yeah.
And that's the Okay, so for instance, when someone sit, again the idea perspective that is important. So for instance, if it's a chair, so this it's very rough, so inaccurate, but anyway, so this way. Then perspective something like this on this line. So it is a very simple chair. Then you can put someone on. So it make blue again. So it should be. It depends on pose, but basically, foot should be around here. So the first you get the idea where the feet. Then, of course, the back should be here.
That's what it's called?
Hmm?
It's called buck?
Yeah, back, I mean a hip.
Ah, okay.
Hip the thigh. Then, so since this part is hip, sit on. So legs like this. So you can adjust little by little. This one is very standard, or not standard, kind of the neutral. So it's body. This one, so you can adjust to make sure I use pen. So something right. This is very neutral, but this is a that basic. Sorry. So because you can give some different way. For instance, give the pose. So let's draw a elbow on here. But still, for instance, something like this. So you can draw little by little and adjust the body. I mean, this is head, neck. So here's the, if you have reference, I mean photograph of your friend, you can look. That's easy. But usually the manga we have to made up in my mind what's going on, because it's very difficult to all the pose. You can't ask all the poses your character and your friend, or really difficult to get all the references in internet. Even the internet is you can get a lot of photographs, but still it's limited and a bit difficult to Google its precise one. So you need to make move in your head, or maybe you can use your doll. I mean, we call it the Desan doll. I mean, model doll. It has a joint one. But still, you think by yourself because the doll can't pose exactly the same as a human. That's very stiff. So kind of you need to think, for instance, this shoulder get up because take knee on what I say here, a back of chair. So basically he is on this perspective, but here he's between, and here his shoulder is like this,
Okay.
and this part is up. Since this part is up, so naturally the other part is down. Then upper body, the human body is not log, so it's not like this. It can bend.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure yeah, this character looks like guy, so I make him guy. This size, this part he sit on, not lying. It's kind of square. Then this and of course you can draw on here, or I just give some. So something like that. When you draw foot,
Mm-hmm.
not something like this.
Alright.
Then so when we draw this is not digital but analog, so this kind of a very pale line, or of course you can use blue red,
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, then give some. So the first you draw body outline, I mean naked body, and here is a joint. You'd better to draw hand always under the knuckle or palm, and 4 fingers, then some fingers. And you always care about this line, not straight.
Let's see.
So now after this, give clothes. So, the, this side of arm is this curve. So, sleeves go like this. But this side go like this. And this curve. So, close like this. A bit inside can be seen. And this one is a little bit too fussy to detail, but this side is his stretch his body. So this side a little bit kind of what I say. This side is very loose. This side a little bit tight.
Okay.
So everything is from this your experience. So you need to look very carefully when you are in daily life. So how the wings close folding is goes, or end of the pant trousers goes.
Yeah. Like the wrinkle at the bottom, right?
Yeah, of course you can look the real life, or you prefer manga, So each manga artist has his or her own caricature, as a deformed way. So you can choose something your favorite manga artist, or of course you can draw this very realistic folding, whatever. And anyway, so sorry, it's very rough. Of course, when it's a real stage, you use the ruler or whatsoever. So it's more convincing chair. You can draw the convincing chair. But anyway, something like this. So, so same for instance, if it is a sofa, you can draw a box like this. Oh, sorry. And of course, you need a perspective. Or page 追加。Sorry, or just see. So, when you draw someone sit on, that's the same when standing or sitting or running whatsoever. You need to get the idea what's the perspective on the situation. What's the field this the character sit. So if this is very front, something like this. So it depends on the what the perspective is. Right. Sometimes this part is very small with some large. If this camera is very from above, this part is very, can see a lot. For instance, this is my bit difficult pose. Here goes away. So here is this kind of perspective. Very deep. So this line almost parallel, but not exact parallel. So this. But most easiest ways you can, I think that you can find exact or a similar pose you want to draw the manga you have. So you can copy it. So, or of course you can ask your friend as a pose. And nowadays you can use camera. Digital camera is very nice tool.
Yeah.
That's kind of very. And then, of course, you can draw someone sitting first. Then decide where sofa is or chair. basically we don't do something like this because when we draw manga, when you draw manga, it's basically all this panel is decided.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, it will be difficult to see. So for instance, this according to the storyboard, we copy the drawing on a manga paper. So you need as a certain space,
Mm-hmm.
certain or say composing as a character. So you can when you draw whatever you like, then you may find something that space is too short or too large. You can take this. So basically, when the manga the way manga artist draw is at the first decide entire composition of the entire one panel. So it's from the background or from as most important things. If it's the face, it's important from the face. But as a practice, the first drawing pose, then draw chair. Might be okay, but not so much recommendable. But when you draw doodle, scrabble, so
Yeah.
not bad, then it's very good exercise. So I think from my drawing, when I draw, little by little, then there's a check each part, then bit by bit, see create entire pose.
So now let me ask you something.
Yes.
Are you saying that it's better to draw your character in the pose first and then add the background, or do the opposite?
Yeah, I'm confused from that too.
Whichever, but
Okay, so it doesn't really matter.
I think she meant that,
basically
like,
when
whichever is easier for you, I guess.
it depends. When you draw manga,
Mm-hmm.
you can you need to why say idea space. You then you have the blueprint already,
Mm-hmm.
so you can't draw something just let it go. But when you make a doodle or just the practice,
Yes, okay.
it's fine. But this is just the practice or just doodle to get the idea what the body is,
Yes,
what the
okay.
entire composing is. So sooner or later, when you draw this manga or even an illustration, you have a ground plan where the character in and where from where to where. So you need to entire plan. So if it was the drawing and the composition with the background, besides background is easier, safer. So especially you're a beginner, I strongly recommend this draw or at least decide what the background is,
Okay.
then draw something.
Okay.
Well, hello, Alex. Hmm? Alex, are you there or?
Where do I even start?
Hey
I
there.
guess I'll start.
Hmm?
Oh, I guess I'll start by asking, like, when you do, because I do plan on working on my own comic as well at some point. I am working on the script for it, but like every time I draw, um, like every time I try and draw the people, among other things, I always make the head really big. Like, how do you,
Mm-hmm.
like, if you're gonna do the panels and stuff, like, how do you make sure the head isn't like huge for,
So
like, what
the
would be
head.
a generalized good idea for size on heads? Because my heads, every time I draw heads, are like,
You mean the drawing the your head is bigger than your thought? You mean?
I mean, like, hang on. Let me see if I can find something. There's papers all over the place. But I don't know if anyone.
Basically, you can draw this you know head or body.
Because, like, yeah, but I mean, like, if you're gonna do, because I'm eventually gonna have to try and practice panels and stuff, but like, I have not entirely sure how, what would work for a good size thing because like I said, every time I draw heads, they always get.
Yeah, of course, there is no rule how head large or small, but you can adjust what you like, whatever you like, you know.
Well, I wanted to actually. I'm gonna have to practice panels at some
I
point.
mean, here, so the first, when you decide head, so when you know, the first what you need to draw is decide entire body,
Yeah, I just.
not something like first as a draw. I I don't recommend this way.
Well, yeah, you always start with the shapes so you get an idea of where you're going. It just, like I said, every time I draw the circles. Like, even when I'm drawing the circles for the basic, the basic head shape, before I even get into, like, the jawline and stuff,
So you
the
know,
heads are like, the circles are like
first
really.
do this, then you can adjust here. It might be if you think that the head too large, you can make smaller. Then anyway, so it's kind of it's depend on your choice, but the seven.
My main thing was trying to figure out what a general idea as far as head size would work for, like, when you're doing panels and when you're putting them in panels and stuff, because I guess I'm worried that when I do start working on panels and stuff, that I will still wind up making the head the characters too large for the panels for others, for, you know, which would work if it was like a close up or something. But if you're like doing like a general view of things that are going on, you don't want the character to take up the entire freaking panel, and I kind of worried that that might happen.
Sorry, I'm not sure about clearly what do you mean.
Okay, let me.
You said you tend to bigger head when your character.
I tend to draw large circles in general, which means I have to make the character's body larger, which means that I don't know if they're gonna fit in a panel.
So that so in that case, so for instance, you do some large, so when you find it not fit, so you can change smaller, right?
Try to.
Draw kind of course for instance the draw start like this, and the find is not fit enough, so you can redraw it until it fits enough. Then when you satisfy the shape, the size, then you can start drawing detail. That's the reason I ask, my student to make sure the first is a mannequin. So it's people tend to draw. Why I say by old order? I mean when they need to draw character. So something like this. But when you not get used to, or if you have not enough skill, it's very dangerous. Kind of this I say this something like too loose or too tight. So always you need to make sure naked body, then give the character clothes. It should be. So in that case, of course, when you give them this, why you say mannequin, some doll, you find it too large, so you can resize, draw smaller, or for instance, it was a panel, and you draw like, or maybe you change your mind to start from here or here, whatever. Anyways, until you get satisfied, you can draw this kind of the shape.
Yeah,
Yes?
I usually do try to practice by doing the mannequins, which still parts of look a little funny, but that's what you get for being new.
I kind of this eventually, some actually how many you practice that all, but still you can get some chips. Then when you draw mannequin, always you need to care about joint.
Fine, girl.
Then for instance, this way or this way. So the character is very different. This way, look down, and top of head can be seen. But this way, look up. So you can't see head. Not the same, for instance, if this character is go like this. Sorry. So like this, but this, so this is you when you give close, it should be like this, and this way should be like this because of the curve.
Yeah, so it kind of comes off the arm a little bit.
But sometimes people make mistake. Just see, for instance, just straight, like this straight, or like this. But when this way, so in that case, when I see this character put the arm straight, that's a bit difficult. In that case, difficult to see. Like in that case, it should be like this, but not here. In that case, so always you care about this. Then again, this is the style and taste. For instance, this is very shoujo manga. The legs is very skinny sometimes, or it's more just a seinen. It's quite realistic. So it all depends. But basically, give some curve. because this manga is lying out, so sometimes it looks like very flat, but you need to very unrealistic. Of course, the manga is very caricaturized, very unrealistic drawing, but still, I say it's need in some reality in the world. And of course, if the drawing is looks like flat, it's a bit hard to see. I mean, the screen is very noisy. Give some close. Too short. Something like this. So always, when you can master something like this idea, this circle, all the body part you need to draw something circle. That show the idea something this why say some reality in your manga, not something like not something like this.
That's about what my hands look like right now. And that's on a good day.
I used to struggle on the elbows until I went to practicing on them.
Like this, not something more, And of course, so it kind of it draw very flat. It looks like paper. So it's not, maybe it cut something like not really important. I think it may be difficult. Used to. Okay. Do you have anything else? Or it could be.
Probably, but it doesn't want to come to my mind at the moment. But yeah, pretty much. But yeah.
Didn't you say you had a hard time with the hands?
I'm having a hard time with everything, but that's a whole mess of.
Hands are easy.
Yeah, like I said, that one, like with that one drawing with the little cartoony hand over on the that was in blue. yeah, as I said, that's pretty much what my hands look like, and that's on a good day. But my hands don't normally come out very well.
Or it takes.
Hand is, this consists 3 parts: palm,
Mhm.
square palm, and the thumb finger. Here is a wrist. Then the other finger. That very simple. Then so some finger has some fingers muscle
Oh yeah, for the
like this.
palm.
So this wrinkle.
Mhm.
And of course, this is too simple. Give some more bulk. But be careful about some finger is this way, the other finger is this way.
Mhm.
So sometimes some なんだ I can't draw some students that way. So
That's pretty much how I feel about just drawing the whole
draw
body.
something
I
like this,
can't.
but some finger should be here.
Mhm. Yeah, closer to the.
So if you got the idea, whatever, or
Yeah.
for instance, here, this some palm, some finger, the other fingers, then you can hold it, and some finger.
Wait, your hands like 2 hands or something? Oh wait, no, that's the hands closing in.
Fist.
Hmm.
Is it a grip?
So, and of course, this has a idea as a perspective idea. So this is square palm. So the other fingers and some finger, and so you can hold it.
I think it's harder when the hand is in a foreground like thing.
If you you think it's a realistic, so when you this finger is not tight enough compared with the other, but principle is principle. So you can basically you can draw how the fingers. So this is palm. So some fingers around here. So hold and one finger stick. One is too many.
So you do like the mitten type thing, and then you put the fingers appropriate to where they're supposed to be.
I think they call that the cup.
Yeah.
You know, the hands, they're curved, they look like a cup.
Curve?
Yeah, a cup. Like a
At
cup.
least,
Sorry?
yeah.
Hello?
I think she's talking about the part that kind of looks like the round part of the mitten, because
Yeah.
it does kind of resemble a mitten a bit.
Mitten?
Yeah, because when you have mittens and stuff, you have the thumb, and then you have like all the rest of your fingers in this one round section. So it kind of resembles one a little bit. At least I thought so, but at least it's a starting line, and then you figure out where your fingers are going, I guess.
Your hand is well, not so really. Actually, can practice. Yeah, all the practices, you get the basic idea. And I think how to draw hand is the plenty of books about how to draw hands in the West and as well as here.
Yeah.
And you can consult with these books. Something, of course, it's not bit different from manga, but it could be expand. You can expand this. The basic idea is same, especially hand. So all the same, this hand. I say it's hand with a palm finger. So leg, feet, heel, and maybe it's kind of the palm and finger.
That's the foot?
Yeah, foot.
So the foot kind of runs in the same function.
So here is from front, ankle, heel, and here are some. I don't know how we say in English. It's palm.
Oh, sole. SOLE.
Oh yeah, the sole of the foot. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that word.
No, opposite of the
Oh, the arch on top.
surface.
Oh yeah, the top of the foot.
Yeah, that's an arch.
The arch, isn't that the side of your foot?
I thought
日本では足の方。
Yeah, I think it's just. I don't know if the top of the foot has a.
So this foot and hand are the same. And drawing. So it's kind of course when it's a draw soul. Here is some heel.
Yeah, the heel and then
The arch part.
yeah, the arches and this. Yeah.
Finger.
Yeah, because the sole's the bottom of the foot.
Well, now I know that word.
Something like this. So it's the same, there's a hand.
interesting though, since
once you get the idea of the hand, so just the fall or
the interesting part of that is that once we got into the feet, a lot of the characters in my story don't even have normal human feet, 'cause they're based on like different mythical creatures in Greek mythology and other types of things. So you get like hang on. You get like centaurs and harpies and stuff, so their feet are going to be different. There are some people, so I can definitely use this for some of the humans. It would be interesting trying to draw different foot shapes for different
fur.
Well, fur might be an interesting thing for later. No, they're like I said, the especially the main characters. The three main characters in my story aren't even. Well, they're half human. They're a harpy, a drider, which is basically like centaur except it's a human spider instead of a human and horse, and a minotaur, but so none of them have normal human feet, so that's going to be interesting trying to draw that.
Yeah, but anyways, you sooner or later you will draw human hand or feet whatsoever. You can't just spend entire life to draw the kind of the animal figure person.
They will like say
Anyways, so
I have a picture of my trader girl around here somewhere. I can find her. I got papers everywhere, and none of them are what I need when I need it. Let's see.
There are the feet are similar feet.
Where the heck did I put you? Oh, here. It's just a It's not the full thing. It's more of the dummy, the mannequin version. Hang on, let me get my cam on, and I will show you.
Mannequin version, right?
This is basically my attempt at trying to draw my main character. Again, she's in the dummy form, the mannequin form, so she's just kind of, there's no actual, hair or face, but
Actually, not.
Yeah. Trying to draw something like that is going to be fun.
Yeah. Spider.
Yeah, spider.
Anyways, you need to practice a lot about the spider.
Wait, I need to practice where? Cause you cut off there, man. Something about spider.
Animal figure.
Yeah, I can. Like I looked up things on how to draw spiders. That helped a little bit. Doesn't help my unfortunate drawing abilities, but
Have you tried looking up pictures of spiders?
Yeah, I did. I looked up a thing on how to draw a spider, and it had, like basically a spider version of American. It was like circles and lines and more circles and more lines, which I did, and that's pretty much what I was trying to do. Although she kind of looks like she has more feet than she does, because Oh wait, no, she doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and kind of 4. Yeah. At least it's something. And now you pretty much know the extent of my drawing abilities as of right now. Just
Wing. Also, dragon wings and tails. That's what I have a hard time with.
oh, dragons. I did do one. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I can get them
Mm-mm.
in their hands. I just can't get their wings.
Hmm?
Yeah, their wings. Like, I don't exactly know where in the back the wings are located, so it makes it
It
a little.
depends on the dragon you're drawing too. Not all dragons have wings.
Oh, I'm talking about when you do draw dragon wings.
Hey, when you're no, when you're not in a camera, send your name first, because I'm not sure if we're talking of, just the image. So for instance, I'm Heather. Say something.
Hi.
Oh, what she's saying is say your name first. Like I need to
Yeah,
say, I'm Shayna. I'm Shayna. This is Shayna speaking.
yeah,
And then I
yeah.
say something.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I'm very understand because you're on the camera, so your mouth is moving. So I know who are talking. But when someone without camera, just the icon, it's a little bit confusing who is talking.
I can turn my camera on if you want.
Yeah, I can leave mine on too if you want. It'd be easier to figure out who's.
And yeah,
Well, the thing is, she's not
that's
always.
very
This is Shayna speaking. This is what we
yes.
have to do. This is Shayna speaking. She doesn't always look at the camera because she's busy drawing. So it will be
Oh yeah.
important to say, this is Shayna or this is Heather speaking, and then you say your question. I have
Yeah,
to
that's
remember too. This is Shayna speaking. I have to remember that too.
very helpful.
That might also be a little confusing since my name is Shannon.
And well, my name is Heather.
Hmm. Okay. So for instance, Heather, do you have any question with this?
Sorry. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Wait, who did you ask?
I think she was talking to you.
Or
Yeah, when
something.
I'm drawing like guy legs, I have a hard time, but when I draw girl legs, I don't. Like usually in the calf area, like when you're done with the knee and start to get to the calf area, I
Sorry.
tend to make the leg too long in that area, and I was wondering like, how do you not do that?
So this is Shayna
What?
speaking.
Yes.
S- So Heather, are you asking how the musculature on a guy's leg below the knee is compared to a woman's musculature on the leg?
No, more like when you're drawing like an average guy, like where should the calf end and where should the rest of the leg end? That's what I'm asking. Like where the calf should end and start and stuff.
What do you mean?
Like
Could you explain it more precisely?
yeah when you're drawing the leg and once you once you do the calf, I don't know exactly where to end it. When you're curving the calf of the leg.
Where end it? You mean the
Yeah,
leg
where the feet,
and the
where the.
calf? You mean this part?
Mhm.
So what you? I'm not sure where are the what ended, but anyway, so
I
yes,
Rosie, Heather,
uncle
you may want to actually, you may have to show her what you're talking about.
here, uncle, the knee,
Yeah,
so
where the ankle is, like that's what I meant by where it ends.
like
Yeah.
So I think it depends. I mean the style. So this some shoujo manga is very skinny. Godric is very skinny, or no, or almost no curve, or no side, no curve, but basically around here because muscle here. So ankle. So how can I explain? Just after knee, a little curve. Not my style. Or if you look from front,
I gotta let my dog in.
very subtle curve. But it actually it depends on style. So it could be something like this. But so there's a if it is a shoujo, it's not so really particular curve, but this my style is rather light curve, something like this. But some could be. It all depends. But if
Okay, so when
maybe
I
my taste, but no curve is a bit stupid.
this is what happened when I do cast.
Yeah, sure. It's depend on you. You might if you have a chance. It's a very old shoujo manga. It's kind of the very classic shoujo manga. It's some character is very skinny, and for instance, this guys, even guys, something like very very skinny. So no calf actually, but not nowadays. So it just depends the style. So that's kind you can choose your some from your favorite manga artist. This I think you can study a lot of. You have several artists manga, right? Have several titles, and you can see the each of them a different style.
Yeah.
So you can copy and you can choose whatever you like. But
Yeah, most
basically, short manga has the soft curve for curve, and of course depend if this skinny or plumpy, all the depend. And of course, if this the character is kids, leg is very straight. Leg can be straight. So this is skinny girl, fat girl. So maybe this curve is different. Then of course this if it is a kids, you, you know the character from Hayao Miyazaki,
Yeah.
Ghibli. It's kind of the showing knickers. So leg is very straight. As a kid, or this chibi character. So
Yeah, he does tend to make his kids
Sorry?
have a little bit straighter legs, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
これは見えない。ないか。プロファイル、サイドプロファイル書いてねえよ。
Side profiles are hard to do.
Their side. It could still something like this. Not so. これ見えないんだよな。This so if this one is very neutral, but this guy is very muscular person. Something like this. Say either way. Curve. I never asked about curve things.
Yeah, usually in the calf, but when I'm doing girls' legs, I don't have a problem.
So you draw manga on the manga paper?
Yeah, I have manga paper.
And you use manga paper?
Hmm?
And the make the storyboard and draw manga?
Yeah, I sometimes do. Yeah.
Sometimes. So do you
Working
have a way to work how the manga paper works? I mean,
This is something I did yesterday on the paper. It's just
because sometimes my student has a bit you using manga paper wrong way. So let me show this kind of. Here is some. You can see that your manga paper has a blue line, right?
yeah.
Pale
Yeah.
blue line. This
B5. So
B5?
yeah, it's
A
B5.
A4? A4 or B4, I think the manga paper is.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, whichever A4 or B4. is something like this. So you can see this line
Yeah.
in inside one box, and this line. I mean, maybe this line is not something like this.
This is Shayna speaking. Can you make your manga paper bigger so we can see it better?
Sorry.
Thank you.
It's not exact.
Yeah, that's good.
So here is you can't see the castle, right? So
Yeah.
sorry, and so this is, we call it inside the box, uchiwaku. So this one is basic panel box. I mean, and so this one is a uchiwaku, and the like you can see this line on your manga paper. One small box, well, I say one box outside, and one more. I think it could be double.
Yeah, it's doubled.
Double, like sorry, this line and this line. There's
Yeah, it's
two. So I'm not sure when this manga paper for a book. I mean, this is the supposed to the making a book. So this part is what I say margin. When you book printed, this part is cut. You understand? When so this kind of trim mark here, then so for instance, it should be like this. As a manga panel is like this. This is the two line. Then this is inside box. It's supposed to the manga panel. This is outside. So, for instance, this works. どれがいいかな? Something like this. Or like this かな? Sorry, this is not the order. そうですね。For instance, like this one. But it's a book. It's because the manga is supposed to for a book. So right page and left page. Then here, this side, we call it nodo, throat, nodo. So basically, you don't draw anything here because when it's going to go in a book, this side is hard to see, right? Because this side is a spine of book.
Mm-hmm.
So And from this manga paper, you can see plenty space here. But actually, this is a printed area.
Okay.
So this part is nothing. No. So and you together put this and this. So this side is very small. So basically, you are not to draw nothing here. And this is called uchiwaku, inside the box.
Mm-hmm.
This is a basic one, so it's not some here. So this is the inside the box, and sometimes we expand
Excuse me.
till the end of the book.
Excuse me.
So it's supposed printed area is here, but of course when you book cut it, book will be cut. So sometimes it's a it here is some you need some extra. So basically you need to draw till here. Sorry, till here. But the printed area is here. And this is which work, so これはダメだな. Sometimes the other part. For instance here. これね. This one. So this one is more that's better. So this is uchiwaku. And sometimes we expand for something special effect. But usually keep this line to otherwise this to make sure this effect you need to this what I say expanded area. So sometimes the people draw whole the part just till the end, draw till the end, but it's not the good one. It should be keep this inside box and give some panel, and sometimes you can expand off this line for effect, but don't do this side spine, book spine side. So if this it depends if the page is left side or right side. So basically do like this for here, and it depends a genre. For shoujo manga sometimes ignore the situation, so I'm not sure if you can see it. For here, in this two page, I expand the entire page in the right side. So usually you shouldn't
This is
you
Shayna.
shouldn't draw this side. Yes.
Oh, this is Shayna speaking. Yes, but what you did here works really well because of how you've got contrast. You've got very light, even though you've expanded, and then dark still down the middle. So your composition in terms of dark and light is beautiful. And
Yes,
that's,
thank you so much.
yes.
Hey,
So just yeah, you if it in principle, I should keep this part white, but this page is quite emotional.
Mhm.
So that's to make sure emphasize the emotion, I expand everything. So just the sometimes we have the what I say exceptional, but basically it's this inside spine side to keep blank, something like this left page. Also, and so you can see this is very square. I mean, what I say, right horizon, right vertical. This is
Yes.
base. This is a show. We show this the concrete as a real world, steady world. And sometimes I change so for this light page, it's totally why say not the right. I mean not right horizon. This line has the angle and very why say not regular,
Right.
very irregular line, and of course there's some why say in this screen center line again it has the angle,
Yes.
not straight. The straight should be like this, but this is like here. It's very emotional. So this way, I mean, th- this is concrete. What I say, reasonable way, and this is very emotional.
Yes.
Not the way.
Very, very nice. Very nice.
This, so that's the principle of manga. So here is if you follow the very print inside box, sorry, if you follow this inside panel or a straight line, that means the reasonable, unemotional, and tell the fact, the story. But sometimes you give this different angle. So that each time it's we use a different reason for
Mhm.
to make emotional or with sometimes to make the audience I say unusual feeling or outcovered or sometimes surprise
Mhm.
or ominous strange
Mhm.
feeling whatsoever. But anyway, so if the an artist change the way that mean it,
There's a
so
meaning. Okay.
we all we calculated. So for instance, here is some change. So this blank showing the few for a while or a few minutes later. Some here some same why say tempo. Each panel is showing the same level.
Yes.
Each panel is the relationship is the same relevant. But here is a bit different.
Right.
So meanwhile or a few minutes later
Okay.
or they start a different story showing here and here something. And one is the I need the more space, so cut here to get the more room. But one more reason I need to hear something as very different.
Mhm. Anticipation of something different.
Here the show.
What does
Then
independent?
my own audience, okay, here is different story, something
Uh-huh.
different. That's
Mm.
the same. Here is the same,
Okay.
and here, but I'm not sure you might realize. So here and in this page, you can see the large gap between here. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
in manga, in my case here 5 millimeter
Okay.
and here 2 millimeter. Because the manga, this way is stronger than this way. So this gap is small because this way is more easy.
Okay.
But here some gap. So
Oh.
that's that's the reason. So because the manga is go really like this. So for instance, if this so if there is a panel like here and one, two, so 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
First go straight,
Yes.
then down. So this side is more, why say,
Thin,
gap
thinner.
is smaller
Yes.
than
Thinner.
here.
We would say, this is Shayna. We would say thinner gutters. The in English, the line, the white
Gutter,
in between gutters. Yeah, thinner gutters. Gutter.
gutters.
Yes. Hmm.
So here you can see this the same size of the gutter here.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
I show this is the very different.
Mm-hmm.
The time passed,
Yes.
but this one is light gutter, same.
Uh-huh.
So sorry, here and here the same.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is no gap here. So the story is different, but something interrupt the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just this one is show the, oh, I say position. So this story is here from this boy and girl, but here is interlude. Interlude,
Okay.
it's something interlude. So it's the same time, showing the same time. It's kind of the cut, not
Ah, ah.
here,
Okay. Yes.
interrupting, and this
Yes.
is a small gap.
Ah, yes.
So the old panel work, we're trying to show some meaning, and of course, and here, when manga artist make storyboard,
Mm-hmm.
we always make the 2 page.
Okay.
So we think that, well, in a way, 2 pages, I mean, the 2 spread pages show as one panel, one
Okay.
drawing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of the in a manga, each panel is not independent. Each panel is relevant each other. Kind
Mm.
of one, the first panel is kind of the I guess stream to second panel.
Can you repeat that? The first panel, what?
Having a stream, have current. Why I say the first panel is usually be introduce second panel,
Oh,
and the
yes. Okay.
second introduce third. Each
Okay.
of them is very strongly connected each each
Yes.
other. So when we make one panel, always we think the about the balance
Mm-hmm.
or eye moving. So here you usually audience eyesight go this way
Okay.
and lead this
Mm.
and jump here
Okay.
and here. So
Ah,
we
yes.
tried a, S shape.
Okay. Yes.
So and we use the speech bubble
Mm-hmm.
or character's eye.
Okay. The
Because
eyes,
the
like,
speech bubble, of course, the audience supposed to read it. So each point this speech bubble can catch audience eye.
okay.
But at the same time, when this character's face or especially eye,
Mm-hmm.
the a human can the eye can get attention. Why say attention?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you can use eye or
As part
whatsoever.
as part of the track, as part of the track to be reading, right?
Yes, and of course, let's say for instance, if there is no speech bubble here, it could be like here,
Okay.
but here, so you can keep the audience eye to the bottom,
Oh, yes. Okay.
then to move here, something like this. So yeah, sometimes success, sometimes not succeeded, but anyway, we always think about the audience eye,
You think about that. Okay. Good. Yes.
and of course, for instance, if this panel have two speech bubble, but if this like this,
Mm-hmm.
so here only speech bubble, the here is only drawing. We
Yes.
don't think it's beautiful,
Okay.
and of course
Okay.
the to text. So basically make separate. And for instance here is can be see this is Japanese, sorry, but for instance here put here and put here. Of course, one is I want to make read audience eye, but at
Yes.
the same time, I want here is one or two breaths or
Okay.
time, not
Yes.
the one breath, one dialogue and for a few seconds, then the next dialogue.
Okay.
Something like this. So all the people calculated. So it, if I wanted it one breath, so maybe something like this.
Okay.
You can do
Yes.
this, and here's open, something like that. So, and
I've
when yes,
I've seen ones like that before where they had the double speech bubble together. I never understood. May I ask what the reason for that is? Is that like a way to extend the dialogue so it doesn't run out of the speech bubble, or is it like two different conversations?
what do you mean double speech bubble?
Where you had like you just had where earlier, where you had like speech bubble and then you had another speech bubble kind of connecting to make it one kind of odd,
You mean like this?
like like that one. Whoa,
Like like
whoa.
like, like,
Like,
like
oh, I just saw it a second ago. Yeah, there over to the
like
right
like,
where it
like
has, yeah, kind of like that.
Isn't it to continue the sentence?
Yeah,
yeah,
I,
this
I
is
was,
so is of course this is for instance this is one two three four five, just only five lines, so I can draw one. I could if you like, but this the same. I want here is one breath, a vivid, and of course the this Japanese manga dialogue is very short, and basically I think one speech balloon is one breath. I mean, if you take breath during the sentence, I make the separate the speech bubble.
Okay. So it's like a
And
pause.
in this case, this character is speaking as a very slowly, or it's kind of why I say ominous, or with dignity. So not speak the quick. It's kind of the very either a king or queen manner. So it's one sentence, one sentence, something. Okay. Sorry.
So when they have the double speech bubble, it's sort of like a pause between the sentence.
Yeah, in my case, it's true. So for instance, just the or this sorry, there is no space or something like this, but
Yeah, I was just curious.
I have a question.
for instance, so you can it could be same, but here is the one why is it one breath? But in this case, it's a little bit pause between O and no.
Excuse me. I'll be back. My brother wants something from me. I'll be back.
Something like this.
Working on art.
So here, the same is kind of is showing
Yes.
the spontaneous at the same time. So, showing spontaneous, and here.
I'm back.
Okay. So this way is some.
Now this is Shayna speaking.
Yes.
This particular your examples now are from which book? Which book are you using your examples from?
Moon and Black.
Okay, which volume?
This one is volume 3.
Okay, volume 3. So most of your examples have been from volume 3, where you were showing me the interruption and.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. But this one is volume 1.
That's volume 1. Okay.
Yeah, I just pick up some particular.
Right. But I wanted to relook at looking in your manga, that you actually like relook at it again from what you've taught me. I just really want to look at what you've done with the panels, and this is something new for me, because in American comics you don't typically have the same kind of storytelling techniques that you have as in Japanese. So this is very new to me.
Yeah, look at see some. I think Japanese manga is kind of a film. I mean movie.
Yes.
Movie.
Yes.
And of course the do you know Tezuka Osamu? I mean the author of Astro Boy.
Oh yes. Okay. Yes.
He is the pioneer of Japanese manga, the pioneer, and he gets the very big influence from Hollywood movie.
Oh
And
yes.
of
Okay.
course, that was the a time is after World War II.
Right.
We extremely poor, and we got the very very big flood from United States and TV show or the especially Hollywood movie.
Okay.
It's a very very big surprise for Japanese people, and there's they Osamu Tezuka is big fan of the movie and big fan of the Disney. He
Mhm.
watched a lot of anime and animation, Disney animation and the Hollywood movies. So he got a lot of technique introduced from Hollywood movie.
Okay.
So that he invented as a close up and the
Yes.
speed line. Speed
Yes.
line, this kind of things,
Yes. Mhm.
or this kind of the he introduces the manga the move and the speed,
Mhm.
and of course a different story.
Mhm.
And so the same with his followers. And this all Japanese manga is created based on the something. How can I do it in a paper?
Yes. Okay.
Something from cinema.
Yes.
So this is, each panel is not independent. Each panel is the kind of the one. Why say one shot on a screen?
Right.
So it's kind of trying. So for instance, here is I draw why say long rectangle panel because I want to show this vector
Oh yes. Yes.
down.
Okay. Yes.
Then they are showing the girl this explain as two characters face, and she's down and down here.
Okay.
So not
Yes.
not I can't put this here. I want it here under this panel
Yes. Okay.
because it goes straight down.
Yes. Okay. You're
And
emphasizing
here
down. Yes.
some he's showing some up feeling.
Okay.
And of course here is of course this speed line, because of this speed line audience can see till the end, but anyway, basically this way
Mhm.
and go.
Out.
So in and out is
Yes.
really important.
Yes. Okay.
How in and how out.
Okay.
And so, and of course the manga is very stressless. No stress, just something like movie.
Yes.
This reader can be very passive.
Okay.
Not so, I mean, very, very few dialogue and this move. So here is some other things, not so much different, but the base. So for instance, here some very plain. It's kind of the daily life.
Yes.
So it's very simple.
Yes.
No strange panel, just the one expand. Yes, it's the only one expand things.
Okay.
It's just this. I want the more room. That's
Mm.
all.
Okay.
Nothing special. That's the same here.
Okay.
So this very some here is simple to heavy. What's happening is very heavy. Here's mm, very simple. Very simple.
Mhm.
And the start here is a bit emotional.
Okay.
But since I what I say I put off this part, so I keep here.
Ah, okay.
Because since this part is as well as very emotional,
Yes.
so I can expand here, but they kind of, it's a bit of a confusing if both sides
Yes.
is expanded, so I need to keep this side
Right.
unexpanded.
Okay.
Then just the go from here.
Right. And plus, with the way the book opens, you would flow easily with the thin line to her hair because of the way the book is folded, like the gutter there, the spine. It feels
Mm-hmm.
it would still feel like was expanded just because it's in the open. It's in the middle part of the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good choice. Very wonderful choice.
So anyway, well, that's all. And then so after this balance is just the simply if looks like beautiful or whatever. This kind of things is steady.
Hmm.
So in a way, steady is what I say good panel work, and here it's very unsteady, but at the same time nice. And so it all depends what you need to show, and then shoujo manga is tend to very emotional.
Right.
So we call this what I say irregular panel work. So many irregular panel work, but compared with the seinen manga for
Okay.
adult, it's more realistic. So less this kind of panel work. It's
Okay.
more realistic. So it depends what kind of who is the audience or what you need to tell.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, something like this.
Wonderful.
So yeah, when I just want to ask this people care about this keep this uchiwaku as inside the panel.
Hmm.
Then when you expand, you need to mean to it.
Yes, there has to be a reason for it. Yes.
Yeah, and of course this if you can necessarily keep the trying to make sure this audience eye, and as you know that's a manga read like this way,
Yes.
but the same time Japanese read this way.
Yes. Up like the
In
Chinese also. Yeah.
yeah, of course the we have this horizontal way, but anyway in the manga we should be vertical
Okay.
way. So henceforth, here is a two vector, two
Hmm.
arrow here. The
Yes.
power pull this way, at the same time power pull down.
Yes.
Henceforth, the people we supposed to manga read this way and eventually go like this, but
Yes.
something like this
Yes. Okay.
vector.
Hmm. Mm.
So henceforth, why say kind of some pass each panel. What is it? Can be one stroke, one look. You
Hmm.
can hold all the panel.
Yes.
That is
Okay.
manga. And of course, this since people try to read here, but here, so I can make read on audience eye here, and this
Ah.
part is not so really nice. If it could be one, for instance, 'cause one more line might here,
Okay.
so it's more smooth.
Okay.
Here, I just put here and here. So because I want some time
Yes.
to
Yes. Yes.
dialogue, but at the same time, it has danger. Audience skip this
The bottom one. Right.
just
Okay.
without realize
Yes. Okay.
to So it's a bit dangerous, also kind of because of so my here it I know it could be one for spirit, one dialogue here, one monologue here and again. I'm not sure, but for instance, so there is a many small techniques.
Right.
So of course, this many new techniques invented
Right.
every day, and some of them is well accepted for the artist, and some of them just forgot or something don't understood, don't understand this here. But for instance, this here I'm not sure. Here, for instance, this right page, this last panel
Yes.
here. So this panel, basically, some mangas go this way. So character face to here
Oh.
because here is the story moving.
Okay.
But here I put her face this way. So the why I say hide this side.
Yes. 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 Okay. Yes. Uh huh.
I
Yes.
mean this she look here.
Right.
So this people when it's you look someone look somewhere,
Yes.
so you look the same direction.
Yes. So you're actually stopping the reader
Yeah,
from looking further ahead. You don't want them to see that yet.
yeah, and especially here. It's
Yes.
here it's kind of punchline.
Yes, it is. Okay, I understand why you did that. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Yes.
So, but it's this because of the page.
Mhm.
So it could be possible. This is this panel. Um, right page, the first panel.
Mhm.
So it kind of we call it the uh, why say after page turn when your audience seen it, it's kind of the very good punchline.
Yes. Okay.
But because the page was limited, of course the story is kind of its rhythm.
Yes.
So sometimes you can't do this. So in that case, of course when you open the page, people
Right.
look it,
Right.
seen it, but as possible as as much as I can, I want to avoid
Yes.
or to
Yes.
hide it. So
Yes.
it's a little struggle.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's and just the cross my finger it work.
Yes.
I
Good.
don't know if it work or not, but anyway. So here is the story. That's kind of the punchline here.
Okay.
This is one. So this is a small technique. So this this speech balloon
Mhm.
or characters eyes
Yes.
direction
Yes.
or just the pose whatsoever, you can manipulate audience eye
Okay.
or this keep the attention or hide something.
Yes. Okay. Good.
And of course, this end of mm, le, uh, this last panel of left page, it should be cliffhanger. I mean
Okay.
page turner. And what
Yes.
happen next?
Yes.
Or this end of the story.
Okay.
When you open the page, the new phrase or new story,
Okay.
kind of this. So when you can use the page when the page change kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the basic idea.
Yes, wonderful.
And
Thank you so much for teaching
I
us this.
will be right back. I'm gonna fill my water bottle real quick. It shouldn't take but a minute.
Alright.
there's
I'll be right
some example. So and one last thing. Sometimes I say my student as the man is go like here and here. So that's a so 1, 2, 3, 4. You read like this way. So time passed this way. So I mean this side and this side, this side. This is one panel, but the time is past.
Okay.
Not same time.
Okay,
Each
in the
panel
panel
is not
itself.
the same time.
Ah,
So you know. So for instance, she says something.
mm-hmm.
I say I like it. Whatsoever.
Okay.
And for instance, this no. For instance,
Mm-hmm.
she said no. And you can't make like this speech bubble, and so no or yes or whatsoever. I mean here this her expression is
Mm-hmm.
belongs to this dialogue.
Oh, I see. Yes,
Then
yes, yes, yes.
she reaction. This
Yes.
girl reaction. So this her expression can't be same.
Right.
And so time is go like this. So
Okay.
she can't say something
That's correct.
too
Okay.
late.
Too late. Yes. Okay.
So this is it.
Mm.
So 3 people say.
Yes.
So of course, because this is still one
Uh-huh.
drawing, so her face is not change. But in this dialogue, she supposed to be not the same face anymore.
Okay.
So always the time is moving. So like here.
Yes.
So sometimes people don't, I'm not sure, they don't understand or make mistake.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. No, I understand
So
this now. Yes.
this is maybe different from comic.
It is very different. Yes.
Comic can it's A and B say, A say, B say, and A
That's
answer it. It
yes.
sometimes happen, and there is the strict order to read,
Can't get confusing.
left
Right.
to right and
That's
up
correct.
to bottom.
Right.
But in manga, you can't do this. So there is no space here. There is someone. Oh, what? Sorry. I need to draw. I quite often show this example to my student. Sorry. So it's very
No, no, rough is fine. I mean, you're getting a concept across. That's great.
rough drawing.
Yes.
I
Some
skip time.
having the force water
Mm-hmm.
and splash
Okay.
for
Yes.
the passenger.
It says it's saying
A long direction. It should be flip
Yes. 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 Because for
first
if
time
you
is go.
that way. Yes. Okay.
So
Yeah.
for Japanese audience, it looks like his cheek skin is dissolved in hose.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Very,
Yes.
very layered.
The
It's
hose has
kind
now
of
become a vacuum.
Yes.
horror film or first.
Yeah. Yes.
It's kind of splatter looks
Mm-hmm.
like. So that's all. It's very strict rule. Time is go, and here is not same time anymore.
Okay. Yes.
Past is past.
Yes. Okay.
So this that's all the rule, and
Okay.
manga has the same rule. So yeah.
Probably what I would do, what I will probably be doing, when I do mine, at least when I do the part on the computer,
Mm-hmm.
I will probably have two versions. One that is flipped so that it reads the way you guys read them, and then one that's the way we read, so that way it's.
What you mean?
What I mean is, like, I will have. Well, first of all, when I do the panels and stuff for mine, which I will have to ask you about in a minute. What I had planned to do was have basically a couple of different versions. Like one version of the panel reads the way we read them, and then one version of the panel will read the way you guys read them.
You mean left to right and right to left?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
one version of the panel setup will have right to
So
left.
this people left-handed or
So that way you have people, because like we read left to right. So we'd have I would have one set of the panels read so that we can read them the way we normally read,
flip it.
and then one set of the panels read the way you guys normally read.
Yeah, that's called.
You know, these old days that, when the first time Japanese manga exported in West world, it's people flipped this drawing according to the Western style. But the Japanese manga artist hates it. We don't like it because the when you flip, you can find a lot of flaws in the drawing. One, as the two is the balance is not as intended.
Mm. Well, I would
Anyway,
have
so
just flipped the panels themselves, not the drawings. I would have
and
flipped
I don't know. It's
what the
that
drawings were in it.
it's you know, some people try to draw Japanese style manga, and I'm not pretty sure because the if you exact draw the Japanese style manga have something like this way the composing. So in that case, this speech bubble, this way the speech bubble is not so really fit. I mean this take too much space. So this way is we can do several as a panel here or just put here. It's kind of the very well mixed with the drawing. But if the speech bubble is this way, I don't know. It might be because I'm Japanese, but we think I think it will be interrupting. Cut
Well, like I
the
said,
drawing stream.
I would have different versions and I would set the panels. I would do the flip before the art was
Yeah.
actually in it.
So
So
it's
that
kind of if you keep, I don't know, because if you keep this shape as English wise might be a very as a dialogue is a bit not beautiful and
I don't know.
ugly
I'd
because
have to
just
test
only one word or two words. I'm not sure about it, but anyway, if you keep this, why say long of oval speech bubble, you can draw something that you can fix Japanese style panel work. I'm not sure. I teach my students, and some of them prefer the Japanese style. They wanted to draw something Japanese type manga. So
I'd have to test it and see if it works or not. If it doesn't, I can always just keep the.
yeah, anyways, you can try. And but this draw flip, so you need to really care about your drawing because when you flip, if the shape is get ill and weld, so it's very obvious. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, well, like I
So
said,
when I draw my drawing, always I check from backside. And my way is I draw on a paper, line art, then scan it, and finish the computer. And when
that's
I
what I
draw
do.
on paper, I always check from the backside using the light box and check the backside so the shape is well or not. That's, many times I correct because I find the very ill shape from back.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, both Heather and I both will do
I
traditional work, drawing
mhm.
first, and then scan it and do the line work on it.
Yeah, let's say I messed up on a leg and I'll like fix it a little.
Fix it in
And
post. No.
anyway, so this think about this way.
Yeah, like I said, it's a
That's a time. So
mm,
there's some you can get idea. So
I test it. My main question though is when it comes to and I know you was mostly showing the romantic and then somewhat comedic stuff, but like the first, like for example, the first set of scenes, panels, things that are going on is kind of more on the intense side. It's like you.
hmm?
Okay. Okay, we're basically gonna have a bit of a sneak peek here. When it comes to my story, basically the opening scene is of a. Basically, my main character is like 5 at the time. She's not 5 through the whole thing. It's just for this one scene. Um,
My
basically, she's basically running for her life, but I don't know how to set up panels to make it look appropriate. Like, I'm not sure what the panel setup would be for a scene like that.
you mean like beginning it?
Yeah.
It's the what I say. It depends. So there is no the panel work should be like this or shouldn't be like this. It depends what the story. This as the same as you can see the film.
Well, like I said, the opening is basically her running away from a guy who's actually trying to kill her.
I mean, what is the effect? So this kind of it's kind of the composing things. How when you can start and how you can start. Which one is very effective or not? this all, sorry, for instance, is some storyboard ないかな。So,
I guess I'm just trying to figure out
document.
what would be the best panel lineup for a scene that basically involves someone who is trying to not get killed.
So whatever
Especially
is the this the story wise, there's many things you can do. Whose point of view? Who this get killed person, or the mother, or a third party? So this with what's the emotion? Horror, surprise,
well,
or just the
she's not
also depend which one you want to emphasize. So it's not story you need to tell. It's what the story is not the bar actually. Story is the kind of the shell to what you tell. So depend on what you tell, that you can choose the character or it's the same story. You can make the shoujo manga, shonen manga, or the seinen, or the horror or romantic comedy or the
well,
gag. So
this particular. I don't have everything. I don't have the entire story planned out yet. I only just started this scripting, but like the first scene is basically well, frankly, if I was 5 years old and somebody was trying to kill me, I'd be scared out of my mind.
So yeah, whatever. And anyway, someone got
So I wasn't sure what kind of panel setup would be.
to
Because I don't want to just have like a bunch of square panels and stuff, because that doesn't really show much as far as holy crap, person running for their life kind of thing. It's just.
And so I just first I think that you'd better do this entire story. Finish the first of all, when before you make the storyboard, at least you need to have a grand plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And after what do you need to tell? What do you want to tell? This it depend on that as the beginning or the who want you tell, what theme you want to tell in a story. For instance, the Morocco, the Moon and Blood, it's kind of it's business work. So I just get order from publisher. It should be about vampire and romantic comedy. Well, that's all. But anyway, so it's kind of how what is most effective, or what is the agreeable with me, because if I don't want to draw something I don't like it. So so that beginning is no sorry.
well, I know it's not. It's certainly not any romantic-y, you know. Uh, whether or not there's any romance in it at all, I don't know yet. But I know the main category would not be the romantic type. It'd be more. My main plan was more of the.
Well,
I mean, it's not like it's not like full-on action-y stuff, but it's not like without it. It has its.
I think that maybe it is your level, your situation may the a little bit difficult to finish the one-shot manga or create one-shot manga. So if you have any idea in your mind, maybe you can pick up as a first 2 or 4 pages. Just see, try to draw. That's fine. And nobody make it the first try. I think at least there you can make a 10 or 20 kind of storyboard as the first scene. And when used maybe the 5 times of the seventh, six, I don't know, but maybe several times you finished, so maybe you'll find something. And of course, the first try, as totally confusion, and maybe no idea of what's going on. When you don't know what you want to draw. And of course, you can make the entire grand plan. Then you can make it. That's one idea. But at the same time, anyways, the waiting and the sitting, they bring you nowhere. So you can start anyway. Then try several times whenever until you're satisfied. And if you are not sure, you can show your work to your friend or to your family, and they ask the feedback or if they can understand it or not. Without your explanation, you don't explain it, show it, and just ask if you understand it or not.
Yeah, especially since the first part has really only 2 lines of dialogue throughout it.
So
mostly just.
This one is storyboard, for instance. This I don't know some. So my case, I make the storyboard a first draft, and before the first draft, I must have draw several times, or this. Of course, I have a grand plan and the story as the first scene and last scene. And the rough idea, the first scene maybe this scene is 10 pages or next scene is 5 pages was a basic idea. But when I make the storyboard and draw storyboards, I need to several tries. Of course, it's one try I get some part, but the some part I need to second or third or fourth draft. And after the finished, make sure the storyboard, I make something like this and shows my editor. Then the editor says something or say nothing, but anyway. So then if I got the okay, so I start to put this idea on the manga paper. But on this situation, I give second thought. So that's one more try, one more brush up. So this is my storyboard I showed my editors, but this is a little bit different from the finished work because I changed some part. And so anyways, you need to try. And when you tried, you find what you don't understand. You need to try. Otherwise, you don't know what you can't do that, or what you are not sure. When you find the your flow, that means you got improved. That's pretty. So this I don't have any storyboard. Sorry, this kind of 2だね。セカンド。これは So when I make storyboard, これもファーストプレイスか。Sorry. So always is using the 2 pages. So this is this one is the storyboard I show to my editor. So when I draw the storyboard for myself, it's more messy, quite rough. But here it's the kind of as need to show at least what's going on, who is there, and this is the it's not the detail around, but you need to show the idea where why say 5W1H things.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of minimum idea. So well, so okay. So have any question?
No, not at the moment.
So, when you do side views, like when after you're done with the once you do the legs, I kind of end up making them go not straight like they're supposed to, so the it kind of looks like it's wonky. Like when you're trying to draw side views, I kind of make them go like diagonal instead of straight, like so I get confused on how to do that right.
Side view? どれだっけ？これじゃない。これか。マークか。サイドビュー。どこ行っちゃったね。まあいいや。What do you mean? Side view?
She's talking about the profile view, I think.
Yeah, the profile, on the side. Side of
yeah.
Side profile.
Like then entire bodies?
Yeah, once I get to the leg part, near the thigh and stuff, I end up making it go in a diagonal area instead of making it straight. I might make it too diagonal.
You mean this?
Not exactly. I'm talking about when you only see like one part of the leg, and I made it too diagonal.
To what?
To
Do you have a sketch?
I have a picture of it. See, his body looks kind of wonky.
Working?
It's
it doesn't.
kind of messed up a bit.
Yeah, it doesn't look straight.
I did that too.
You mean something? What? Just the make sure this straight line.
Yeah.
Then go spine. Then again this way. Idea of perspective. Idea of this character stand on ground. So here is a straight. もうちょっと太い方か。ダメだね。Also make sure this sometimes you can draw line.
Like a straight line.
Then of course you don't. Oh, I say I mean you don't draw this line according this line, something like this. It's not like this, but having this line, so always it gives you the idea. It's a gravity. This is straight down. So usually I recommend, so whatever you draw, something not, it could be there. Something from, なんだっけ whatever the pose is. So サイドは太く。Whatever. So having this, line, of course, thisなんだっけ looks like this. You drawing something like this.
Mm-hmm.
But this you can avoid this way, having this line. And actually this side profile, side view is, you don't draw something like this, very stiff. This is for character concept.
Okay.
Anime. But anyway.
That or somebody from the military.
Therefore, whatever pose you draw, this line is very helpful, I think. ごめん、足りない。Something like this. Side. Still, so in this case, it's very unlikely, but very just from straight aside, so something like this. But usually you need a perspective line. So bulk for instance, this in that case, something like this.
Okay.
Then, if you get this idea, so when you draw, I said before on earlier this session, if you draw several people at the same scene, you can draw light balance, so not too long, too large, or too short. So, the people tend to skip this, take the perspective. But I want to make the perspective in any time when you draw something. That it doesn't mean that you I say you don't need decide the perspective first. For instance, first whether you decide the angle or the pose you want to draw.
All right.
Then think what the perspective is suit. Then it's decide perspective. So afterwards you might adjust characters. Anyways, which square or cylinder, whatever, but it is the character inside.
All right.
So, this it's very from aside or from above. or from underneath. So then, think about this shape. So all the part is this way. I think this your drawing is much convincing. Something like this. So this side profile is same. This side になることはないけどな。something like this. Okay, so there's a time already. There's 3 hours.
More.
I'd like to finish this session.
Oh my.
Yes.
You can come next, or I say, when is the 5th Sunday? Next 5th Sunday, I believe the May.
Let me see here. Let's see.
May I finish school?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. February 5. I think March.
Oh, sorry. Not,
No, because this is the 31st, so let's see, 7, 14, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
5th Sunday is, I believe, May.
Yeah,
May have 5th Sunday.
March.
May 30th. May 30th.
I thought you said the 5th Sunday. That would be in March, wouldn't it?
No, there's in March there's 4 Sundays. We're going only the months that have 5 Sundays, and the next month that has 5 Sundays is May 30th.
Sorry, I didn't mean the every 5th Sunday. You know, the 5th Sunday means the month has 5 Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I got confused on what you were going by. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that
that
makes more sense now.
And
Okay.
that will be May 30th.
Yeah.
You're done with school by then.
Oh no, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3.
29th.
Oh no, I think it'll be April. I'll have to look. I think it's April 30th, but we'll have
1,
to.
2, 3, 4, 5. No, May has 5.
Yeah, I think May.
May has 5. The 1st. No, it would be May 29th.
May's last Sunday is the 5th Sunday, I believe.
Yeah, the last Sunday in May is the 29th. It's the 1st, the 4th,
yeah.
1st, 8, 15, 20.
March.
All the Sundays in May are 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th.
Yeah, so May 29th.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's correct, yes. Okay, May 29th. I was looking at Saturday instead of Sunday. Got my day confused.
Yeah, so it's
I've been there.
It's I don't know since time difference but it's Sunday morning, right?
Yes,
in the
Sunday
States.
morning. Yes,
yeah,
it's Sunday morning
here.
Yes, it's Sunday morning.
Okay,
What?
so
Wait, I'm here actually. 12:28.
okay,
Right.
so maybe if you like, it's very welcome. Join the next session as well.
Yes, please. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for all the time that you took today to teach us all.
Yeah.
And here for thank you for coming. Sorry, my iPad is a bit not trouble, so I don't have my phone. Okay, so
All right.
All right then.
all right. See you next May.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Bye bye. Thank you for
Bye-bye.
coming. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yay.